Then I ran the final test on the batch, following the company protocol to the letter. As I expected, it failed. Badly. I carefully photographed the petri dishes with a timestamp. I saved the digital readouts from the spectrometer. I exported the chat logs from our internal system where Marcus had made his subtle threats. Then I compiled my final report, batch 74B, failed. Significant microbial contamination. I emailed it to the standard distribution list, but I added 2 more names from the corporate directory, the vice president of regional operations and the head of the National Compliance Office. I just buried them in the carbon copy line as if it were routine. All hell broke loose within an hour. The shipment was frozen. An automated alert went straight to the top, and suddenly Marcus had executives on a conference call demanding to know why a failed batch was nearly loaded onto trucks. That's when my phone rang. It was Marcus. His voice a low, furious whisper. He told me to get to his office immediately. When I walked in, he accused me of incompetence, of trying to sabotage him. He told me he was going to tell the executives that I misread the instruments and that he was ordering the batch shipped. I just stood there, my heart hammering, but my voice was steady. I told him I simply followed the protocol he himself had signed off on 6 months prior. The corporate inquiry was swift. Marcus told his story first, painting me as a disgruntled employee who made a catastrophic error. When it was my turn, I didn't raise my voice. I didn't make accusations. I simply presented my evidence. I laid out the equipment diagnostic report. I showed them the time-stamped photographs of the cultures. I provided the final, undeniable data from the spectrometer and the logs of our conversations. I had built a fortress of facts, and his lies just crumbled against it. Marcus wasn't fired. The official memo said he had resigned to pursue other opportunities. We all knew what that meant. I kept my head down and continued my work in the quiet, sterile hum of my lab. About a month later, news broke about a massive food recall from our biggest competitor. A salmonella outbreak, traced back to a plant that had cut corners to meet quotas. People were hospitalized. The company's stock plummeted. The executive who had led the inquiry into Marcus sent me a 1-sentence email. It just said, "Thank you for doing your job." It was then I realized I hadn't just saved myself from taking a fall. I had saved the entire company from a disaster, not with a heroic speech, but with the quiet, unshakable power of the truth.